Hey there, everyone. Thanks for clicking on the climate outlook for the late fall and early winter of 2016, 2017. I am Charlotte Weather Ranger meteorologist Mike Griffith here, and nice to have you. Let's get right started into this stuff here, and we can always say that sea surface temperatures here, this is a sea surface temperature anomaly as of today, the 1st of September to begin the month of September. Happy September to everybody. And this is very preliminary. What I want to do here is I just want to kind of talk about what is normally happening with the sea surface temperatures in the Pacific and what they mean to us here in the United States. So right here you can see this blue, and this is an anomaly of cooler than normal temperatures along the tropics here. And this typically signifies that we're in a La Nina. La Nina is when the water temperatures, the sea surface temperatures out here in the Pacific, the eastern Pacific, are cooler than average as a negative anomaly. And if you're familiar with something called El Nino, in last winter is what we had, this area of the sea surface temperature anomalies would be in the red. They'd be colored like this, and that's what we had last winter. And this right here is the PDO in the North Pacific, and this is called the Pacific Decadal Oscillation. It oscillates every 10 years or so, thus called the Decadal Oscillation in the Pacific, the PDO. Now, with this warmer than usual area of sea surface temperatures over the Alaska, off the coast of British Columbia up here, this area of warmer than usual sea surface temperatures would signify a ridge of high pressure. Let me draw this right here. Would signify a high right here, which would mean that the wind flow, the airflow over top of a high pressure system is always going to be clockwise, like this. So what does that mean? That means the jet stream would come up over top of the high, and the jet stream would come like this over the east coast, and it would go like this. So what does this mean? This means that all this cold air up around the North Pole would be allowed to come down into the eastern United States. And this is, of course, if this PDO out here were to be stronger than the La Nina waters here in the eastern Pacific. So this is all of a factor of it just kind of depends. If this ridge is if the water up here is stronger or warmer than the La Nina is colder down here, then we will have that intrusion of Arctic air into the eastern half of the United States and make it a very cold and snowy winter. Okay? But the dichotomy of all that is that when we have a stronger La Nina and it overpowers the PDO up here, this area of warm water, this positive PDO, then we will actually see more of a jet stream that will kind of dip over west coast and then will come up the east coast like this. Okay? And what does that mean? That means that it would be a low here. It'd be cold across the northern Great Plains and across the western United States. Good snow season there for the Rockies and the skiers out there. But that would mean warmer than usual temperatures here in the eastern part of the United States. And I'm talking through this winter. This is what we're talking about right here. So looking at the NMME model, sea surface temperature forecast models, this has this valid for the month of September 2016. So this one has a good initialization of this pool of cooler than usual sea surface temperatures. Now, this doesn't mean that this is cold water. Don't get that confused. This is the tropics. This is relatively very warm water. And this is just an anomaly, just to show you how much departure from normal there is, or from average. So this initializes pretty good the colder water here on the actual observation. So we're going to go with this one for now. And there's the month of October. Still looks like it's there, but it weakens. Notice the trend as we head into November. It's still there. It gets a little stronger. It weakens. That's the question. Is this going to be a big area of a La Nina out here, a very strong La Nina? And we're looking through January 2017, and we're looking through February 2017, and that cooler than usual area out there is still there. The question is how strong is it? Is it going to be weak? And if that's the case, then this PDO is going to take over. We're going to be very cold. The stronger this La Nina is, the more likelihood that it's going to overpower the PDO, and we're going to have a warm East Coast winter. We're going to have above normal temperatures. So here is a forecast model that I kind of find convenient here. This is run through the mid-August by a computer, and we can see this is the ensemble of El Nino Southern Oscillation, which is the either El Nino or La Nina. Here are the different ensemble members, different computer runs, and these are all the names of them over here. And we're looking now through July, August, September, October, September, October, November, and as time goes into the future, into this winter like this, this is what we're looking at right here. Now we know that in beginning of September, here we go, August, September, November, let's just say right here, that we're slightly in a La Nina right now. Let's say that we're right here, okay? So these models pretty much either go into a stronger La Nina, which is below this line right here, okay? And that would mean from October, November to December, December, January, all winter long, it just would be warmer than usual in the East Coast, not a lot of snow. But then there's this other cluster of models here. A lot of them come together and kind of trend a little bit like this. And this is just slightly into a La Nina. This right here to 0 is neutral. Okay, so this model here, the good agreement of them, is saying that we're going to be in a slightly cool La Nina, nothing too strong, and that would mean that the PDO could take over and really wallop us with some East Coast cold air outbreaks, East Coast storms, and snowy cold winter as possible, all depending on how strong this La Nina is, how much cooler than normal the ocean water temperatures are here. If they're a lot cooler than normal, then we can expect a warm summer here, or warm winter here in the East Coast. And if they are relatively weak to neutral, then look out, it's cold air intrusion city here in the East Coast of the United States. And the models that we were looking at here, the NMME, the one that had a good initialization, has it still lingering around March of 2017. Let's take it back there into November 2016. And it just kind of has it here. The question is how strong will it actually be? These still have that pool of cold air there, cooler than usual water temperatures, I should say, rather. But that really strong positive anomaly, they're warmer than usual sea surface temperatures over here would mean a ridge of high pressure up over here, and would mean a very cold and snowy winter here in the east. Which, I guess, if I say it's been a warm winter, I kind of complain because I need to use the air conditioning sometimes down here in the south where I live. But then again, if it goes really cold, then I'll be complaining that it's snowing all the time and that it's really cold out, and I need, to bundle up even when I head outside in the south down here. So either way, it could go. That's pretty much it for this long-range discussion. This is, again, very preliminary, and it's subject to change. It's just a 50-50 coin toss at this pool of water here over the near the equator here in the Pacific. Everybody, have a great time. I will update this. Thanks a lot for viewing. Feel free to comment below or share, and I will catch you next time. Charlotte Weather Ranger meteorologist Mike Griffith. Have a good one.